So, earlier there was kind of a problem I was encountering with Steam. Um, a connection problem. So that's kind of why this stream happened far later than anticipated because because for some reason that's a problem. But yeah, we're finally back online. Anyways, I'm not sure why that was an offline problem. Probably because they were trying to transition out of the sale. Regardless, that's kind of a problem. So yeah, we are officially online. Will be hmm. Yeah, I think we are officially set up. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the game. And we just make sure this thing is anchored where it should be. And bada bing, bada boom, here we go. Probably should have done this before I started the stream, but to be honest, I was kind of in a rush after Steam finally got back online because I'm already running late on these things. I will anchor you on this wall. I will anchor you if you decide to press that one button. Do not press the button with the beans on it. That's even worse, Millie. You know what? Wombo combo. There. I hope you're proud of yourself, you little nutcase. Anyways, we're actually starting Blueprints, which is a video game that I heard about. That's really it. And also, by the way, hmm, um, actually no, there's no also. All I know is that this game seems to be very knowledge heavy, apparently. So this time around, I came prepared with a notebook and a pencil that I freshly sharpened. Hmm, that I found in the back rooms of my workplace a while ago and just decided to take it because no one was going to take it anyways. So yeah, we're prepared, right? Just start a new page and we're good to go, alright? Let's start this game. You stole? No, I didn't steal it. It was in the back rooms and nobody was taking it. So they just told me, it's yours. They literally just gave me it. Oh, is this a cinematic? Shit, I accidentally drew on the wall.
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Alright, so we're in gameplay now. So, seems like... So basically, I'm, I'm not gonna bother trying to explain this. Alright. Open it only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Is that meant to be request? I don't know. I don't know what bequest means. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Let me write this down. Oh god, I am already messing up my writing. It's been a while since I actually used an actual pencil. I've been using a virtual pencil for a while, and for text I just type. Alright, so it says, don't go where the path leads. And where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. Abandon the path and go where you want it. Oh god, yeah, this is gonna be very weird because I have. Oh wait, actually no, this is actually not gonna be as awkward to hold against this armchair. Hold on. You want it to lead. Probably just gonna. I don't know if that's important. But it could be important, it could not be important. Alright. What's this? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one footprint. When you no longer have any footprints left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Explains this. Okay. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Okay. Oh, it's one of these grids. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a 9 by 5. 9x5 layout. That makes perfectly 45 rooms of and apparently there's a 46 room, which I assume. Okay. I don't know what that would be then. Oh, I'm gonna sketch this out actually. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by a 5. Yeah. So let's mark these. Let's see as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know. I'm very bad at sketching these things. So let's see. This is we're gonna then, instead of numbers for the top, then we're just gonna label them from A to, I don't know, use the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E. So A to E, yeah. Let me just then boom that down and then sketch it down right like this. Sconch you down there. Oh god, my lines are so imperfect that it looks like a curve rather than a straight line. Very bad at drawing, clearly. Alright. I don't know if I can even show this I don't know if I don't even know if I can show how scuffed this looks. I would have to take a picture of this with my phone. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. In fact, hold on. Shut up. Phone. Alright, here we go. Here's what it looks like yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna give you a landscape. I'm just gonna have if I even edit this, I'm gonna have my editor or just post this on the screen, and that's how scuffy it looks. Anyways, but yeah, we can call it a day here, but this is the layout. I have a feeling that that's going to be important in some way. So there's a Queen of Diamonds portrait and an Ace of Spades portrait here. Well, show me on Discord, brother. Seriously. Anyways, let me write this down. Entrance hall has um entrance hall has has pic has um Queen of Diamonds and Ace of Spades. I'm very bad at drawing a spade, so I'm not even gonna write spade. I'm just going to just draw this and hope that I get it. There we go. Ace of Spades, Queen of Diamonds. Wrote that down. Alright. Not sure if I need to keep track of time, but then again, it could be less important. Strange painting of mountains and the town. Not sure if I need to pay attention to that either. Select a room to draft. We can draft a bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Closet, gain 2 items, but it's a dead end. Or hallway. I'm gonna go with the hallway. That's my first room. And there we go, we lose a step. Red. Okay, so this memo says doors in the west wing more likely to be locked. Let me write this down. Do I have to keep track of? I'm gonna just write down the color of these notes. Red memos. And I'm just gonna write doors in the west wing more likely to be locked. More likely to be locked. There we go. Alright, put that down. There's 2 hands clasped together and a crowbar. I have no idea what these mean. No? Previous room had 2 images like this. So hallway. Do I need to keep track of? I don't know. I'll just keep that in mind. I think I'll just write it down actually, somewhere. Hallway had images. Is with a 4 as well on them. And also a crowbar. Alright. Just writing down that just in case. So right now we are in the hallway. Let's keep going left then. I don't know which way is west and which way is east. Select a room to draft. Nook, storeroom, or lavatory. What's the point of the lavatory? It doesn't seem to have anything. This one says it has key, gem, and coin. Nook has a key right now, so I guess I'm gonna go. But like the Nook opens up. I don't know. I have more doors to check, so I'm gonna draft the storeroom. Key. There's a pawn. There's a pawn here. Pawn in the storeroom. A weird. What looks to be a diorama of the mansion. The hell? Weird pudding and some kind of. Alright, say pawn in. Pawn in storeroom. Strange. Two other strange images. I have no idea what this is. It looks like cloth to me. Strange images. Again, and also strange image. So let's see. They're like weird squiggles. I'm just gonna make it squiggles because I have no idea what I'm looking at. And a plate of pudding. I'm just gonna write these down. Yeah. Pawn. This is black vase. Yeah. Also the rocking horse. I'm not sure what that's about. Rewalking through the same room also reduces steps. That's not good. A guest bedroom. Immediate 10 steps. A pantry. I think a pantry would be useful here because we need more options. Apple gives me 2 steps. Standard pantry room. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. 5 apples. Alright, let me write this down on a different page. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. Alright. It's written down. Let's see. Anything else I should be aware of? There doesn't seem to be much. Oh, there's another one of these paintings again. Stairs. Strange staircase. I cannot even draw a spiral staircase. And there's also 4 stars, so let's see. They all look like diamonds, so I'm just going to do this. And also the spiral staircase is... I'm very bad at drawing staircases like this, so... It's gonna look even worse than that. Yeah. I have no idea, and I'm just gonna write that this was in the pantry. Alright. Ooh. Oh, the Nook's stuck like that. Oh, okay, yep. Okay, so this is gonna create dead ends, so I'm gonna create the West Wing Hall instead. We have a key anyways, we should be fine. Huh. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for late Lady Clara Espin, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. West Wing will be closed. Closed. To be closed. Another one of these strange paintings. Plane, a plane in the air, and blueprints. Blueprints. Wait. Wait a second. That one says E on the... Apparently there's a... This thing says that I need to see it. There's, I guess, a room beginning with the letter E, or at least having a letter E on rank 8A. So, just gonna have to do my best to draw a plane. I've never drawn planes before, so I'm very bad at this. Alright, whatever. Plane. This is a plane, and there's blueprints as well. Haha. Jokes on me. This is blueprints. This game literally is a pun. In West Wing Hall. Also, this image. E. Hold on. I'm gonna write this down. There's an E in rank. In rank 8A. Bad joke. Screw you. It's the game's name, alright? Ooh. Chapel. Whenever you enter the chapel, lose 1 coin. Or corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked. Or guest bedroom for 10 steps. I'm gonna go with the corridor. Because I don't like the chapel. Again with these images, a rowboat and a crow. This is the corridor. So, rowboat and crow. I have never drawn a bird either. Oh god, this is actually gonna be a challenge. Alright, and... Alright. And we're just gonna shader black in corridor. Don't know what I need to get out of the parlor as a puzzle, then opens up a lot more, gives me a gem, or secret passage. Lead to a room of a color of your choice. I'm gonna go with the den because again it's opened up more possibilities and doesn't really have that many downsides. So yeah. Yeah, these images are appearing everywhere, so I have to memorize. Queen of Diamonds and car. Weird car. And car. In parlor. Sorry, in den. Parlor. Ooh. Okay. Or observatory. Well, let's go down in the observatory. Because I want to keep the options open. There's those images again. Night in observatory. Where do I keep track? Where do I keep? Observatory. There we go. 6 stars. The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Okay, yep. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible. Sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. The North Star is 1 gold. The twins' 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. What does that mean? What are trunks? Chests? I don't know. The slice is extra 3 steps, and it looks like a triangle. Diamondus Minor is 1 gem. Southern Cross is rooms with 4 doors are more common today. The Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious today, shaped like an apple. Clavis the Key is shaped like a key, 1 key. Diamondus Major is plus 5 gems and is shaped like a gem. Draxus the Dead. Dead rooms are more common today, and it looks like a skull. The sale, everything is 50% off today. Looks like a boat. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today, whatever the freak that means. It looks like a bunch of circles. That's all there is, I guess. Nice little astrology thing. I think I need to turn this. Yeah. Oh, puzzle. So how do we adjust this thing? Can't adjust that wheel. I can adjust this one though. Okay, yeah, and now it's looking up. It's... Oh, I have 1 star as well up there. No, not that way. This way. Stare at the sun. The North Star gained a single coin. Alright. Lavatory, spare room, or guest bedroom. At this point, this is gonna be a dead end anyway, so... Guest bedroom it is, then. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own actions. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It's well worth the wait, though. Well, as I always enjoyed your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rule of darts to play your variation. I'm gonna write this down as well. New game in billiard room. Oh, fuck. I wrote ib instead of in. In billiard room. Room. Math puzzle. Math. Based. No knowledge of need to remember. The rules of darts. To play. So like no doubles, no triples, no dumb bull shots. What do you mean silly? There's nothing silly right now. Hoping your health improves shortly. H2. Is that a K or an H? You. There's nothing silly about me. Shush it. Shush. Pawn in the guest bedroom. Let me write this down as well. Pawn in guest bedroom. I feel like I need to memorize those. At this point, I'm basically done writing down those paintings, but whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and go further north in the den. 2 gems to make a veranda, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. The bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. The parlor, I'm gonna go with the parlor. I want to save those gems. We have a puzzle. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in a decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. That I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. He had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I had included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Rowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. One box displays true statements. There will always be one box that shows. Box is true. At least one box is false. It's false. Is false. Only one box. One of the three boxes has gems. Okay. A rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Okay. There are 4 boxes in this room. That is false. There's only one box in this room. That's also false. The gems are in the true box. Okay, I guess that could be true, but it never stated that they could. There's a black pawn. Black pawn here. Black pawn in the parlor. Alright. So both of these are false, clearly. Black box must have the key, must have the gems. Knew it. Alright. We can then go right. Select a room to draft. Utility closet, or drawing room. With the drawing room, you may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Or drafting in this room. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Herbert S. Sinclair in this room. Oh, wait, the observatory's blocked off now. White pawn in drawing room. Alright. Yeah. There's a bunch of these drawings. I don't know if any of these are significant. Yeah. Probably it's insignificant stuff. Door's locked. Not that it matters though. We have a key now. So let's see. Chapel. I don't like the chapel. That sucks. The Nook has a key. Courtyard. I'm gonna redraw. Food for sale in the kitchen. The bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, you need 2. Or a closet. Both instances will allow me to go forward, so I'm gonna go ahead and draft this kitchen. I have 6 coins today, so Kitchen menu. Today's main course is glazed salmon. The main course is served only in the dining room. Ooh. Plus additional 10 steps if you have an aquarium in your house. Alright, so we have one banana, a club sandwich, and a bacon and eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the banana as a way to gain some extra steps. I could devour some salmon right now. By the way, uh, Millie, automod, automod. Ooh, passageway. I'm gonna go with the passageway. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of gems. Okay, security, courtyard. We have a band, by the way. Security, courtyard, or chapel. I don't like the chapel still. No. Security. I'm gonna go with security. View inventory of all items. Oh, I don't have any. Oh, fucking hell, man. I have no choice but to draft this chapel. I don't have any gems. This is locked. This is also locked. Okay. I'm gonna avoid going in the chapel now. Because I don't like the fact that I have to spend gems to use it. So, we're improvising. We're heading back to the start. And starting over. A nook is an immediate dead end. All of these are dead ends. But having an extra key is nice. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Thank you, game. I've been already doing that for a while. Pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. I already have a notebook with me right now. So, hey, that's good. At this point, I kind of been taking a lot of notes. Utility closet, I don't have anything. Hmm? Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Is there a puzzle I'm not getting? I don't know. We can turn off the gymnasium. That's not the gymnasium. I was clearly hovering over gymnasium there, but apparently this game registered it as dark room. Let's turn off the gymnasium. I'm also gonna turn off the keycard entry system, because screw it. Anyways, the gymnasium is officially turned off. I assume that means that if it's turned off, nothing will come of the gymnasium. So, okay, the bottom part's a bust now. I don't know. I remember nothing. But we can't, but of course, like, you know, there's only one way we can go. Well, actually, no, we have multiple ways now because I got a key. Anyways, let me quickly do some banning. Quickly. There we go. I got someone removed. Swear to God, these bots have become more prevalent. Could you stop with your botting? It's not funny, it's awful. Can't see the user after denying. You ban them first and then you deny them access to the message. They use it in the north. What the actual fuck, man? Well, okay, spare room. Okay, there really is nothing in the spare room. Are you serious? It's just a dead end. Brother. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We got a key out of it. And a shovel. Looks like it'd be useful for digging. What can we dig? Use this key. Well, I know that the main course is, salmon. So, fuck it, let's go ahead and make No, I need the gems. Oh, fuck, we have to do the dock room. There was a switch that turned on the dark room. Hold on. Assuming I can make it back there on time. Actually, no, wait, I don't have enough steps, do I? Fuck if I know. Anyways, the antechamber is officially blocked on the south end, so it's only the west and east ends. It's a Twitch issue. I don't know. I hope I have enough steps. I hope I didn't fuck it up. The cabinet is crossed out, though. That's weird. Please, have enough steps. Have enough steps! You jack... butt. You jackalope, fucking... make your way to the fucking room. I really should have drafted better rooms. Banana. There we go. Fuck me, that was a close one. And look at that, the dark room's off. Some images. Coffee. A key! So we have a tree with apples, and there looks to be some kind of heart with something in between it. Probably details, but, you know, it could be something important. Is that the mother? Bunch of maids. This one's fuzzier than the other. But it's much clearer on the background than this one. And this one is just straight up fuzz. Straight up fuzzing the cat. Okay. If both rooms are... Oh, you fucking kidding me, man. I need more keys. Well, okay, this is good because it allows me to get some steps in. This trunk is locked. Oh, that's the trunk. Magic hat in here. What's with this hand? That's weird. Okay, so we know that we have a dinner here. I'm not desperate yet, but I need gems. Locked. The boudoir, the East Hall. Let's get the East Wing Hall. And actually, I am getting desperate, so we're gonna eat today's dish. Salmon. Delicious. Now we have 24 steps. Yum. Locked. Are you fucking with me? It's all locked doors. Locked door everywhere. Oh, fucking brilliant. We only have one place that we can go, and that's the chapel. So let's go ahead and waste some money then, quickly, so that way I don't lose money from the chapel. There we go, just an extra 3 steps. That's all I need to do. Chappa, you ain't taking me money. You want to say that these are important? This one has a broom. Room 5. Okay. Let me write this. Let me just go ahead and put this in here now. So, let me actually look at their order. Looks like a hoe on one. So, hoe is 1, 2, then, because like there's Roman numerals on them. 2 is some kind of weird mace looking thing with weird things. 3 is a pitchfork. I always confuse my Roman numerals, so IV4 is a weird snowflake looking thing. I'd say I think IV is 4 and then VI is 6. 5 is a broom. 6. Yeah, VI is 6. 6. So 6 is... What the hell is that thing? On 6, it looks like something you use to clean your musket. You got over 16k channel points now. That's 16,000 points you can use for torture sessions. 6, and then 7 is a grenade looking thing on the end. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Near. Fuck, man. I accidentally knocked my headphones down and adjust them. Anyways, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Silly. You're rude. Gymnasium. Hey, I turned it off. It means that won't have any of its effects. Yeah. Fucking locked doors. You kidding me? He was locked all along. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So all the doors are locked, and I have nothing to go off of. So let's go ahead and search around with the shovel. Where can I dig? Like, where can I actually dig then? Because I have the steps for it. I might as well just use my steps to find dig spots. You know, because, like, I have a bunch of rooms. I can't dig into your food with the shovel. Hehe, dig in. Am I right? I'm fucking hilarious. Look around, see if I can interact with anything with the shovel. I cannot, though. Come on, man. Where the feck do I dig? Dig. Somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere I can dig. Oh, wait, what's this? Hey, a turnip. I now have 6 extra steps. I'm now at 15 steps. Don't think that's gonna help, though, because I literally have nowhere else to go. Nothing in there. Can I go outside? Going outside costs a single step as well. Bloody hell. Locked on the other side, I think, maybe. Bored. The worst looking fountain I've ever seen, or maybe this is supposed to be a hot tub. It'd still be bad, though. Will this count as going into a new room? Thank God it doesn't. That's blocked off. Higher? Something down there. Looks like I have to walk down there eventually. Perhaps another mystery to solve. Now, brother. What about this thing? Dark ass corridor. Nothing in here. No dig spots, nothing. Jump in, find out. Jump in where? Jump in where, dude? What do you mean? Jump in there? I can't even reach that. I can't even jump in this game, by the way. There's no jump button. Which is actually alright with me, personally. I prefer it if games don't have unnecessary mechanics added in. Going out these gates counts as a step. Fuck. I feel like I need to open that gate as well at some point. What? What counted as walking into a new room? The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprints menu to return to the campsite for the night. What's this? It's a code. Oh, this is the same orchard from the image, though, I think. Orchard image. Strange code needed. Code needed to... for orchard. Oh, hold on. Access. Something. Code. Let's see. We'll write down the code when I say it. Strange door at the campsite. Might need to remember that. There is no dig site anywhere. Not even on my campsite, which probably could be useful. I can't even see any dig sites anyways, so I'm annoyed. We have to call it a day then. Call it. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Mount Holly has turned into a mid-sized villa. 24 rooms. That's a pretty good start, though. Rank 8 reached, 93 steps taken, 1 item found. Save and continue. Good start, I will say. This one lasted quite a bit. Starting day 2. Alright, yeah, it's the same stuff. Same placement of the paintings, so keep that in mind. We're always gonna start to the left. A den has, or a den. I'm gonna go with the den. I need the gems clearly, because like last time I got into a bit of a pickle. Parlor has more gems, so we can do that. So let's play the parlor game then, shall we? The statement on the white box is true. That could be true. There's a second wind-up key in this room. Okay, no, this is false, and so is this one. This is also false. This box and the white box are both empty. That could be true. That doesn't really help that doesn't really... The fact that, you know, this box is lying and this box is lying, that means that this box is true, actually. So therefore, this box, the black box, and the white box are both empty. That means that the gems have to be in the blue box. Exactly. Logic. Pantry, spare room. I'm gonna go pantry. I need the money, and I need the steps. Let's go with the utility closet, since the utility closet could be useful. We're gonna keep the dark room on. We're gonna turn off the gymnasium. Wait, hold on. Let me turn off the key card entry system. As a way, because, like, just in case it comes up, it could provide me some benefits. Nook, this area has officially lost its door. The Nook or the commissary? Let's go for the commissary. I want to see what this is. Annual Maids Day sale, 2 days only. All items 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and day 21. Mount Holly Commissary. And 21 items are 50% off. Oh. In commissary. Let's see. We can buy a salt shaker, shovel, sleeping mask, or metal detector. We don't have anything yet. The commissary will be closed from days 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. This is a red memo. Closed. Commissary. Hold on, let me just write this down. Commissary closed on days 12 and day 16 to day. So, if we want to use it, then we have to remember not to use it on days 12. From day 12 to day 16. So let's see. Write that down. With, without. That is a bridge over a river. And that is a woman wearing some kind of bridal clothing. With, without. With. And woman in bridal clothing. On. Without. So with and without. What does that mean? Staff notice. Effective immediately, the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. Two of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password somewhere. Something. Terminal password. It's crossed out, but I can kind of make out an S, an N, and a G. Terminal password. Write this down. I could just brute force every combination of S, N, and G out there. We know that has an S. There's something in between. An N and a G. Or a C. It could be a C as well. Or an O. I cannot tell. Is that... You know what? I can't even tell. All I know is that there's an S and an N. And that last letter could be a C, it could be a G, it could be an O. I don't know. Hey, an arcade machine saying Dirgy... Dirigiblocks. Dirigiblocks? What the hell is Dirigiblocks? That is an arcade game. That thing's also locked, by the way. But this commissary today has salt shaker, shovel, sleeping mask, and metal detector. We'll keep those in mind. Closet, spare room, lavatory. I don't want to, like, draft any dead ends right now because we're already at dead end central. So we desperately need some more rooms that actually move. Thank you. Nook, please. There's a rook in the nook. That makes sense, though. Rook and nook. I also prefixed the black pawn with a B. So, Rook in Nook. Corridor, closet. Let's go ahead and... Well, corridor's always left unlocked, and the observatory requires a gem. Let's make sure that I grab everything in here. There's nothing in here, though. Bedroom. I need the bedroom. And because there's literally nothing else I can draft that allows me to move anywhere. Greetings from Reddington. I like how Reddington also uses red letters. Probably the standard for most greeting cards, but you know, I still find it funny. Oh, you serious? I have to draft the fucking chapel. Let's draft this nursery. Hey! We have some extra steps. And a banarn. Anything else I can interact with here? A red book with a prince on it. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. How long are your notes getting now? Right now, I've filled out a total of 2 pages worth of notes, though the red memo is part of my notes is taking up like a quarter of the notebook right now because of the fact that I'm not sure if I will come across any other red notes. So yeah, I have a few pages. Anyways, there was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. He never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toe to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. That's a paradox. So the red prince is reading a book about a red prince, and in that story, there's also a red prince that reads a book about a red prince that reads about a book about a red prince. Milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk. That is clearly a bat over a forest and a bath. Wait. Bathtub, bat, no wait, that makes no sense to be honest. I'll figure it out eventually. Unfortunately, this chapel's gonna be stealing my money. God damn it. The drawings look to be the same though. Hold on, let me cross-check over with my notes. Let's make sure everything's the same here. So at 1 is the garden hoe. That's accurate to my notes. At 2, same weird beehive at the end of a stick. 3 is the pitchfork, according to my notes. And, yep, that's true. 4 is the weird brush thing, which I wrote down as well. It looks more like a shovel in my notes, but fuck it, it works. 5 is the broom. That also... Yeah, okay, I'm assuming it's all the same. Hallway, store... I need the hallway because we have too many dead ends and we need to avoid dead ends. A matchstick. And a tree. I don't know what those could mean. We can use the key there, but let's go in here first. Dining room or dark room. I'm gonna go with the dark room because I have a utility closet. And the utility closet is fucking ages away. I wanna get that dark room out of the way first. Huh. Drawing room. Actually, it could be useful. But I need more gems, so we need gems. Quickly. Security. I need gem! Ah, man. I had to build a dead end. What's this? Ivory dye. While drafting, you may use ivory dye to roll new floor plans. Greater chance of finding items with the rabbit's foot. Guest bedroom, storeroom, kitchen. Ah, man. Let's redraw. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead, or the dining... Let's go with the dining room. I don't know what this meal is, but figure it out eventually. Lavatory. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. I could use 2 bedrooms. It gives me that. 2 bananas. That's pretty good. A cassette tape that says The Turtles of Vera, the Trinsdale Mystery, hamster. Look, it's a hamster. Are you gonna go on your wheel, little hamster? Oh, yeah, that's a cute little hamster. There's a gun in this room. And a drum. And a microscope. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp, and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. So Herbie is writing this in black, and then I assume Simon is the one writing in red. I think my character's name was Simon. I don't know. Hamster. I also had more fun at camp than he had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He's a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way, as crossed up. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Simon wrote this. Huh. And hey, this brother had an Atari. And funnily enough, I remember when I was in Montana, there was this store that used to be open a while ago that sold retro game systems, which is how I got my... Oh, for fuck's sake, that's locked. But yeah, they had this cool little... Was that a gem I saw? No, I was just seeing things. But yeah, they had this cool little retro store, but it shut down some time ago. No, not not there, not there, not there, not there. Go away. Run. Run straight to the utility closet. I need to turn on the dock room. Why did I have to draft so many bloody rooms before the utility closet? I'm wasting steps getting there. Also, that clasping hand and crowbar are in this are in here now. Maybe the room type doesn't matter. I don't know. Maybe it's just random. Turn on the dark room, buddy. Shush. I don't know what the garage is, though. What is the garage? Can't even farm for, Can't even farm for steps in this case. And I'm forced to spend bloody bloody coins now. Luminel. Up, gem. Pictures are all the same, but I don't know exactly their significance. Outside of this thing, it seems to have something in between that heart that I might need. Print notes. HS has Herbert Sinclair, I think, has requested yet another point of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark and keep an eye on that. Too dark. The keycard reader does not appear to be powered on. Oh man, it's not working. I have a gem. I'm gonna go ahead and form this security room. Here. Huh? Yes, that's me. In there. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. Oh. Yeah, I figured that was going to be important. Me! Alright, red memos. Lies. Let me write this down. I can just barely tell that there's something written under there. I think it says, unless written by hand. Lies. Let me write this down quickly. Lies unless written by hand. Unless handwritten is better. Blue memos are true then. Let me write this down as well. Read memos are false. Alright, we wrote down quite a lot. Welcome to Holly Security. Mount Holly Security. Security doors are doors within the estate. They can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently offline. Keycard. Set security level. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 to 6 with a high setting. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. With a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Oh, okay. Let's set our security level to high then. Current return. Alright, let's see. View estate inventory. Following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. The list will be updated as new rooms are added. Nothing. Log into network. Oh god, the only letters we have are an S and an N. So let's collect more knowledge. But yeah. Now we've unlocked that. Ooh. Shit, there's only redraw. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Or the boudoir. Let's open the boudoir. Hey, a key. Okay, Christmas photo. Safe in the background. Alright, starting the 3rd page. Christmas photo. Photo with safe. Has safe. I'm actually gonna write down that tree. Orchard photo had tree. Photo might have code. Alright. Might need to keep that in mind. No, let's not use the key. I don't want to use the key yet. I want to wait until I'm... Alright, here we go. Why? Just that? Warum Gott? August 22nd, 1985. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marianne Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swinburne, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's 2nd time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal, of course, for her debut effort. What was her debut effort? Probably The Red Prince. She was no longer... She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary... Baron is like a title. Okay, so like... The niece and closest living relation of Baron Herbert S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. January 27th, 1986. Swinburne author never considered herself a success. by Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold had elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Yeah, Simon was the one that wrote in red, so I assume that Simon's... Okay, so Simon is the main character as well. I think it was Simon anyways. Whatever. Point is, Simon loves red. November 11th, 1986. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Continued on page 12. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house had defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher, November 17th, Reddington Herald. Local author and popular personality Marian Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold had past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under, waved down a local market. This is the 3rd majors. Last year, it is anticipated blank, charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. Trial begins Tuesday. Expected to be the last up to with grand treason. There's a lot of stuff missing. No traces discovered of Cinca Harris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marian Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Priceless jewels stolen in the dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. Museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruder broke into the museum, subdued the Royal Guard and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels have not been publicly announced, Among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, a priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Someone's been keeping a scrapbook of this for some reason. What's this? What appears to be a broken lever. Could prove to be useful. Ooh. Oh man, we have to deal with the archive floor plan because it's the only one we can draft. Ooh, what's this? Sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on unlocked trunks, yeah. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought to spell our secrets carved from thought. Message read is often lost. Among the bold words spoken soft, the note is read, the letter is not. Stones cut by hand and letters. Okay, let me write this down. And letters wrought. There's wrought. Do spell our. There's secrets carved from thoughts. Secrets carved from thoughts. Carved from thoughts. A message and I'm bolding the word message, by the way, because it's bolded. In the song, so I assume that it's important. A message read is often lost. Among the bold words spoken soft. I can probably put this into a piano player. This is the 8th, by the way. Over here. This is 8. The bold words. Soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Alright, that's interesting. This is the workshop, according to this room thing. What's the importance of it? The true box does not always contain the prize. I already figured that out. Workshop. Huh, we can craft things, but we don't have anything we can craft. Let's go back to the archives quickly. Don't want to jump to conclusions. Well, we kind of have to. Alright, already read this letter. Anything? Yeah, okay, yeah, there's something different in this room as well. So it seems kind of random, and I probably shouldn't have to take... Probably don't need to take notes about the paintings then, because they seem random. Outside of the one in the entrance hall, which is kind of odd. It's just kind of weird. I'm not sure what to think of that. You know what? The workshop, because we can then get an extra bit of steps. Alright. Well, the gymnasium is turned off. See, look. Turned off. Don't need to worry about it. Wine cellar has 3 gems. We need gems. I've been running low on gems a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems random. And I'm not sure if I'm just missing something or if there really is locked rooms everywhere. God bloody damn it. Alright. We made it pretty far, though. Can't interact with this stuff, though. Oh, there's a safe here. Oh, it's the safe from the photo. Right, it's this safe. So then, what's the code for it, then? Safe in nursery requires code. Boudoir. No, it's not nursery, it's boudoir. Boudoir. Code. What would the code? Where would the code be? I don't want to just jump into conclusions and then act like you know, I don't know what the solution is. I want to figure out what the solution would be. View estate inventory. There is 1 car key, huh? There's a car key allegedly, but we don't have any. Oh wait, we have these. Keycard access security guards are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. To further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Let me write this down. Let me write this down. Let me write this down. This is a lie. This is a lie, so. Until further notice, the antechamber is unlocked. Is unlocked. Locked. No And doesn't need to be open. And access levers are no longer required. Are no longer required. There we go. Wrote that down. We know that that's a lie. Alright, let's write down now this blue note. Keycard access security doors. Blue memos. These are true. Truths. Keycard access to security doors. Oh my god. My headphones are falling off a lot. Where's Dune? More likely to appear. To appear on in the higher ranks of the estate. Higher ranks of the estate. My god, I'm gonna push my computer forward actually. This will help. Well, give me space. In higher ranks. Alright, that's one truth. The other truth is normal doors in that state will be more likely to be locked. Are likely to be locked. Locked further as you progress north. North. Alright, wrote that down. So now I have these notes. I have no idea what the relationship is with the paintings still. Those ones just seem very weird. And I think that that's really all I can do. There's really nothing else I can do. So let's call it a day. We didn't really figure out much, but you know what? We have time for another run. That first run lasted me so long. This is an ordinary inn with 6 bedrooms. 67 steps taken, 4 items found. I also reached rank 8 again. That's also pretty good. Damn. The first run was actually the best run I've made, but the second run was still pretty good. I'm consistent. Both times I've reached rank 8. And along with that, I also discovered a bunch of new rooms and found some items. Let's continue. This is actually really good. I'm liking this so far. Kind of wish I had my setup better, but whatever. All I would need is a bigger desk or, like, something else. Welcome to day 3, bitches. 3 days a day is all I need. Yeah, these two are always going to be the same. I'm not sure if that means anything still. Alright, storeroom always has the best items I need. So let's draft this, get it out of the pool, I guess. I don't know. Let's get this. Let's at least draft it so that way I have items. And then this way we can make the hallway, the den. I'm gonna make the den because the den is very good. Code check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Bedroom or closet. Let's go with the bedroom. I want to reserve the closet to when I actually need a dead end. Oh, what's this? Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional coin in interest. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Requires a gem to make a drawing room. Or I can make a nook. I'm gonna make a... I'm gonna make a nook because I think that having a drawing room would be not a very good idea right now. And besides, we have a room that we haven't done yet. Right here. Let's go ahead and draw the closet in here. I have the ivory dice again. Or ivory die. And we have a sledgehammer this time around so we can open trunks. And I think I found a trunk right here as well. Oh, what's this? Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Navigational compass. And what's this? A treasure map? Okay, let me hold on, let me cross-reference this. So according to this, it would be at rank 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 A, B, C, D. 4D. Treasure at 4D. Just gotta remember that. So like right there. At least I'm according to my notes then. Okay, according to my notes, but I'm gonna actually write this down. I'm actually gonna change the order number. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it's actually gonna be 6D now that I've readjusted it. 6D is pretty good to know. Requires a gem to make that. Let's go ahead and make the parlor. This is the black box, that is false. This is the black box, that is also false. The black box is not empty. Well, all of these say that well, these two are claim that they're black boxes, but they're false. So this is the only black box, and if the black box is not empty, then this has to be the one with the gems. Knew it. There we go. Still don't know what those are. Hallway. You know what? Let's go with the hallway, because the hallway is very important. We already know that that's false, so we can disregard it. The boudoir, or the breaker box, or the courtyard could be good. Let's go ahead and open that up. Let's open up the spare room here, so that way I have a way through. There's a dig spot here. We need to get to 6D, by the way. Right now we're at 3C, 4C, 5C, 6C, and then we just need, yeah. Let's keep going north. I'm gonna go with the security room because the security room might be very important. Actually, let's wait this one out. until like I get more information. Well, that requires 10. Nothing in the corridor. The utility closet is a risky move, but I am going to use it because I want to turn the keycard entry system offline, turn off the gymnasium. We always have this available, so that's good. Turn the security system offline. Keycard settings. Set the security level to high. Change offline mode to unlocked. And we're gonna exit from there. There we go. See, look. Smart move. Right? Observatory is useful? Question mark? I don't know. It's already turned, so I already know that. Hey, look! We have 2, by the way. 2 is the twins, so let's go with collecting that. Two trunks have been added to the entrance hall. That's good. We have 2 keys, but let's go back to the... Let's actually go back to the hallway. Yeah. Look at this House of Leaves place. Billiard room. We haven't made the billiard room ever, so let's make the billiard room. Apparently there's a puzzle here. There's a coin. I need the coins because I need money. Money is life. Plus, minus, multiplication, division. What does that mean? Do I just click on this? 10. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. Then what could it be? You know what? Let's go ahead and just keep on pressing random stuff and hope that I get it eventually. Because, like, there are 20 numbers here. That's a 1 in 20 chance that one of these numbers is going to be the right one. 10. 1. Nope. 10. 18? Nope. 10. 4? Nope. 10. 13? Why is it highlighting 11 and 8, though? Unless, like, I need to press them in a specific order. 10, 6? No. 10, 15. Wait. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere with this. Let me quickly register my notes. I think I wrote something. Game and billiards room. Math-based. No need to remember the rules of darts to play. I wrote that down. 10. Is this addition or subtraction, multiplication, division? Let's start off with subtraction then. Let's say it's 11 minus 8. Then it would be 3. But it's not subtraction. Is it multiplication? Well, it can't be because there's no 88 here. And it can't be division because there's no decimal. So it has to be addition. 19. There we go. We're getting somewhere. So we have 18 highlighted and 10. It can't be addition because it would make 28. And this thing only goes as high as 20. So instead, let's say it's subtraction. 10. So 18 minus 10 would be 8. Alright, we're getting somewhere. If it's addition, then it would be 18. If it's subtraction, it would be 2. I'm gonna start off with subtraction. Here it is. 4 and 5. If it's addition, it would be 9. If it's subtraction, it would be 1. If it's multiplication, it's 20. I think that it's multiplication because the yellow one probably signifies subtraction, and the pink one is multiplication, so 4 times 5 is 20. Oh god, we're going some places. 9 minus 7 is 2, times 10 is 20. There we go. And hey, would you look at that? 2 keys. Very glad I grabbed those. Very glad I grabbed those keys. I really needed them. Well, okay, this one actually is much better anyways. Occasionally, you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. I already figured that out on my own. I need a shovel, though. This door is locked, but we have a key now, so that's good. Let's get a pantry, because I need money, and money is life. We have some apples. So let's munch on those apples. Delicious apples. Fucking hell. We're forced to just draft a dead end here, so yeah, that sucks. Oh, what's this? Keycard opens electronically powered security doors. Oh, well, no need to have them be, you know, locked then. Very glad I did that, but that presents an interesting issue, because I do need to head back to the security room. I don't need to go that way. Oh my god, I almost lost a step by going that way. Just make sure that the keycard systems are, yep, it is high and offline mode is unlocked. I guess we can just turn them on now. What was that? Oh, I think that's someone else's meeting that they put on my calendar. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, well, whatever. Case closed, though. There really isn't that many locked rooms, so it's just this room. Use the key. Oh, fuck everything. Redraw. I mean, it's not that much better, but... Kitchen. Because I don't know what the puzzle is. So, and I also need steps. Oh, boy. Let's get some bananas. Bananas are good. Nannies are good, alright? Would you like a nanny? I like a nanny. Ah, I see. We can make the kitchen. Wait, oh shit, I should have checked this first. Oh man, I wasted steps. Beef stew pie, plus additional 10 steps if you have a boiler room in your house. Bonarnies. Oh, buddy. Well, we are going to open this dark room. And then let's go back to the utility closet. Jesus Christ, I'm wasting steps. but you know what? It's worth it in the end because it actually isn't even that far at all. So let's go ahead and turn on the dark room. Turn on the dark room, I said. So now we can actually see. Okay, there's a key here. Wait room! No! Well, okay, this is the only room that we can draft because we don't have any gems. Ah! And even worse is that it already activated. Aren't we at rank 8, by the way? I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to enter the feckin' weight room. Huh. All 3 of them are security doors, though. That's good. Why? Why is it just red rooms? Anyways, we have access to the antechamber. Just by doing that. Oh, the garage. I wish I had gems, though. I need gems. Let's go ahead and open this yeah, let's open this boudoir. So yeah, now that sucks because now I have literally... Meow. I literally only have 7 steps left. Let's unlock these doors. What? Okay, actually, no, wait. This is actually good. Did you just meow? What are you talking about? Did you clip anything of me saying meow? Let's eat ourselves some beef stew. Sorry, country stew pie. Yum 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 yum. Sounded like it. No one's gonna clip me on that, though, are they? That's good. Good, because I don't want to be clipped. Of me potentially saying something heinous, like meow. Meow. Anyways, I know that there are some stuff in the entrance hall that I need to grab, so let's go grab them. Let's go grab some things from the entry hall. Are there any gems in here? Any of them gems in these here parts? I can't jump over on these things. That's... Oh. Gem. Gem now. Well, let's see what's in here. Ooh, what's this? Silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. And also a gem. And here's another trunk. 2 ivory dice. That would have been useful earlier. Hey, look, I have 7. I really should not have spent on those bananas then. Huh. That doesn't matter, though. Because only the West Wing Hall is a viable option. Yes. Yes. Ooh, buddy. That's locked, by the way. I can't go that way. What do you think I am? Ripped on currency and shit? No. Actually, I have... Actually, no, wait. I have a key. But I wanna save it. For real dire No. No! Okay, well... Well, it would be more useful in the dining room. Then... Hmm. In the dining room we go. Open with the silver key. Huh. Okay, actually not that bad. Pretty good rooms, I will say. Let's go ahead and get the drawing room, though, since it acts as basically a second reroll. As long as I'm here, of course. Well, we need the keys for sale, alright? I need the keys. Give me keys. 1 key is 5. Special key is 8. 10 is a lockpick, and 12 is... Oh, buddy. Okay, yeah. We need more coin. Fuck it. Let's go with the rumpus room, because I don't know what items I would have that I would want to check in. Outside of the key card or coin purse, but I don't know. Man, seem like fairly usable items. What's this? A lockpick set! Or a lockpick kit. Will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Yeah! I now have 17, and I can get lots of keys. Insert coin. Elzada.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Alright, I'm writing that down as quickly as I can. Red flag doesn't stir. Any shore searches? Something? Searching for something? Yep. Yeah, okay, that's weird. Yeah, I have 16 coins, though. I can buy tons of keys with it. But there's only one place I can use a key. Because unless I'm missing something, all I got are a bunch of dead ends. And nowhere else to go. Let's go ahead and spend that key. Let's spend that money. Sold out on that, but you know what? Let's buy it. I could have bought a special key, but yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm running out of steps. No! Fucking hell, I wasn't even paying attention. You used up all your steps and must now call it a day. You've pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however the house might be a little bit different. We have a respectable villa, total of 30 rooms. I reached rank 8, but technically speaking, I have 9 ranks. 57 steps taken, 9 items found, 6 new rooms found. This is the most cursed looking estate you can get. It looks like one of those S's you draw in your notebooks. Alright. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it today for the stream. Yeah. That was a very cool game. I'm really liking this game so far. It's actually the first game that I actually pulled out a bloody notebook for. I mean, like, it's just the first... Okay, it might not actually be the first one. I think the first one was Tunic, but that was off-stream during a time I was trying to recapture it, and spoiler warnings, I failed to recapture it. Whatever. Next week we will be back with more blueprints, where we will continue making notes about this game and trying to figure out all of the mysteries beyond these corridors. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.